sounds like a mouse. I'm killing the mouse. Oh, God. I should just, like, tape my mic to the ceiling. Oh, like those boxing announcers where they have, like, the mic come in from the ceiling. Damn, and I literally tightened it right now, and it's just starting to droop again. Ugh. We gotta get them peels for my mic stand. It can't keep it up in more ways than one. It's okay, I'm just joking around. I'm just joking around, mic stand. I know that feel. It's not fun. There we go. Alright, I think this is actually... It's so hard to tell. I guess it's okay. Wait, can I move it back here? Can I get it a little bit higher? Yeah, okay, there we go. Alright, I guess we're good to go. Alright everybody, hello, it's me, Wolfter97, and today we are having yet again another random stream on a Thursday evening. Hi Nick, hi! Damn, that's a lot of eyes. You know, if I was a high schooler right now, I'd probably think you were flirting with me with all those eyes. Hi! Well, it's either like a bunch of eyes or like the little tilde, or whatever it's called, the little squiggly after hi. Just like one eye and a little squiggly. That. It's either those two things. Those are the two things that would mean. Yeah, like living car accident right here. Great name, by the way. Now I don't know, like, who's flirting with me or not. For all I know, everyone could be, like, gaslighting me. There could be no flirting at all, or everyone could be doing it. And I wouldn't know. I would not be the wiser. But yeah, we're having just a random Thursday evening stream. I have been wanting to stream for about the past few days or so. I know I was looking back at the last stream, the one called Streaming Until I Die of Heat Stroke or whatever. That was actually not that far back compared to what I had in mind. It was only 14 days ago. And I don't know why I thought it was like a month ago or something, but yeah, just time in general in my mind is like super duper fucked up right now. Yesterday I thought it was Tuesday, so Wednesday. I was like a day behind, and you know, this is not a new thing for me. It's a pretty normal occurrence where I am just like super duper behind, or like I just don't understand like what day or time or anything it is. I don't know. I like to chalk that up to my like bad sleep schedule, because you know, I stay up super duper late and then I go to sleep, and then you know, today I didn't really wake up that late. I woke up like around maybe 11ish or so, and yeah, I don't know, but that's besides the point. We should be talking about something that's more interesting compared to what time. Everyone knows I wake up at like 5 p.m. and go to sleep at like 4. I went to sleep at 4 a.m. yesterday, and the reason why was because I was working on a video. We'll get into that in a little bit. I woke up at 2 p.m. Damn, Nick, bruv. 2 p.m.? That's like me territory right there. You don't want to end up like me, do you? Nick, come on. Come on, I know that you like watching me, but you don't want to actually end up like me, do you? There's an easy answer to this question, and the answer is no. You don't want to end up like me. There we go. There's the answer to the question I was looking for. Don't end up like me. Try your best to wake up early. Wake up like at 11 a.m. If you want to actually be like me, you can wake up at 11 a.m. like I did today. I woke up at 2:35 p.m. Everyone's just waking up at 2 p.m. it seems. 2:35. I'll end up like you. You might just end up like me. I hope that I don't end up like you, at least going off of your name. I'm just kidding. I can't get over that name. But yeah, the reason I went to sleep late yesterday was because I was working on a video. And I mean, I guess I may as well use this as a segue to that because it's the most probably relevant thing right now. We could talk about a lot of things. There's so many things that have happened over the past, I guess, 2 weeks or so that we could get caught up on. I don't even think I talked about when I streamed. I don't believe we had the Persona 4 revival like second like the stream that they had for that didn't even happen yet. You're vibing in this economy? I'm not vibing, I'm biving right now. I understand, Humanoid. It's really expensive to vibe right now. So right now I'm currently doing the great value version of that. I'm biving. So I did intentionally mean to write vibing, but I don't know what came over me, and I ended up just like typing out bivin. So I'm bivin. I'm bivin. You guys bivin or you guys vibing? We'll figure out you know, if we could start a class where depending on how many people are vibing or bivin. But yeah, I was up late working on a video, and that video came out today, and it was the 8BitDo controller video, the 8BitDo Ultimate 2 Bluetooth. By the way, if the background noise is annoying anyone, let me know. I could probably turn it off. It's the AC. I currently have my computer set up in the living room because that's where we have like the only good AC in this house. So yeah, I'm just like in the middle of the living room with my computer and everything. I was using the TV originally, but I was like, I can't do this. I need an actual like monitor. This is lame. It was really difficult to edit, like when I was editing through the TV. So thank God I brought my monitor out here. But yeah, the 8BitDo controller video. Oh, Nick, thank you so much for 31 months of membership for the Wolfpack. We bivin' with a nice little emoji right there that you guys can get if anyone wants to join the membership. You too can use that epic emoji that we have right there, among many others, as well as a very nice looking membership icon right there on the right of Nick's name. He's currently 2 years into the membership, so he has a gold icon. Yeah, but that's for anyone that wants to do it. You know, you don't have to. It's not an obligation or anything. But thank you so much again, Nick, for your support and your amazing membership messages. Hey, Big Pig Man, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm currently talking about stuff right now. We talking? My mistake. We got the vibes off Timu. Got it. Exactly. There we go. Humanoid, you're picking up what I'm putting down, and I appreciate it. But yeah, that video that just came out recently is, it's actually my first ever, quote-unquote, sponsored stream. I mean, sponsored video. I don't really know what to call it. Like, I mean, it's like, they gave me the controller. They sent me the controller. They reached out to me, and they're just like, do you want to do a thing with us? And I was like, hell yeah, I love 8BitDo controllers. I love you. I worship you every day. You know, there was no other like obligation for me in regards to like 8BitDo, like past that video. Whatever I say about them is literally just straight from my heart. I love those controllers. I've been using them since like 2019, I think. I think that's when I got my first 8BitDo controller. If you join, you have to commit for 2 years. It's part of the deal. Exactly. It's kind of like Adobe with their membership program, where, you know, they don't tell you, but they also kind of tell you that when you sign up for the membership, you are there for like a specific allotted amount of time. Whereas for them, it's 1 year. For us, it's 2 years. So yeah, Nick's just giving you a little bit of inside information, you know. Curse him for that because I didn't really want him to know, because those penalty fees for when you quit the membership are pretty high. So I was hoping to collect a big chunk of cash from that. You know, I think it's like $5,000 or something for like a penalty fee. if you do an early cancellation, but you know, it's okay, it's fine. I'll find a way to feed my 5 children and like 7 wives. It's fine. We'll make it work, you know. If I manage to, you know, keep going through this economy like this with my 17 wives and my 14 children, I could do anything. But yeah, that video is it was just a one-time thing as far as I know, and they gave me the controller. It was pretty cool. Like I said, that was my first ever sponsored anything. I don't even know what to call it because they sent me the controller and like, it's not a super active sponsorship, I don't think. I don't know what to call it. I guess a partnership almost. But it was really cool, and honestly, you know, for like the first possible like sponsorship that I could have gotten, I think that was like the best possible one that I could have like got, because, you know, it's something that I like, it's something that I use, it's something that I feel comfortable sharing with people, telling people about, because I know there's some people that are just like, you know, they just do whatever for like the money, which I get, I understand, and you know, I would probably end up like, you know, I'm human, I would probably end up going down that path as well, but you know, I'm just happy that it's something that I am comfortable with and would assume that other people would be comfortable with. Hey, dumb user, oh god, your arrival just made me burp. I don't know, are you carbonated or something, dumb user? Man, you just made me expel air from my throat. What's up with that? But hey, you're not that late. We have only been going for like what, like 12 minutes? That's not that long. You're pretty much made it up like right on time. Hey, how's it going? We're just hanging out, we're just talking. We got nothing better to do. It's a Thursday evening, you know. I finished everything that I had to, and we're just chilling. We're vibing, as I you know, labeled on the screen right there. Hey, PC Pet 828, I guess. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're happy to see me, that's why. No, because if anything were to be expelled, it probably would be from my pants, okay? If I was happy that way. But, you know, I'm happy to see that you're pretty confident in yourself, but your confidence will rub off on me, so, you know, I appreciate it. Pretty good, nice day after how chaotic yesterday was. Yeah, was yesterday chaotic for you too? I had a very chaotic day yesterday as well. It wasn't like a bad chaotic, but just much more busy than I was expecting. Me and the wife, we went out. We had a free day. Well, I had a quote-unquote free day. I still had things to do, but she was not busy, so we went and hung out. We went to like another city nearby. You know, we hung out. We went to a Sam's Club. We you know, visited some people. It was pretty nice. It was pretty good. And then she visited one of her friends, and you know, she told me very nicely that she wants to spend time with her friend alone. It's not what you think. It's not what you think at all. You know, they just need some girl time. You know, it was a, you know, just one-on-one girl speaking action. That doesn't sound good either. I'm very bad when it comes to words, but you know, she just wanted to hang out with one of her girlfriends, and you know, I decided to go hang out with you know, I mean, we weren't like really hanging out, but like, you know, I went to go hang out with somebody, and I was just like, hey, you don't mind if I do work here, do you? So I was on my computer, you know, remotely. I was remotely using my computer and editing shit. So we weren't hanging out, but, you know, I was hanging out with my computer at that time. Yeah, girls' night. There we go. You know, every girl needs a girls' night every now and then. Coworkers' night. Pretty much. I mean, we're not coworkers, we're friends. I don't even know why I did. I was purposefully being vague. That's something that I noticed that I do. Whenever I like talk about other people, I tend to be really, really vague for some reason. I don't know why. It's a very bad habit. I think I'm just not, you know, at least I wasn't before. I wasn't really comfortable sharing information like that all the time. My For You page doesn't recommend your streams anymore. That's okay. I mean, if you miss a stream or whatever, it's no big deal. I mean, you're not, this is all you're going to be missing, Big Pig Man. Just this. There's nothing to miss. But that is weird. That is strange. If it doesn't recommend my streams, does it at least recommend like anything else, like my posts or videos or whatever? If not, then I have an idea about what's going on with good old-fashioned YouTube's FYP. And what would be going on is that they hate me, and they have put a hit out on my algorithm reach, which understood. Last time I watched one was the Mountain Dew skateboarding. What? Holy crap! That sounds. Wait, Mountain Dew skateboarding. What the heck? What? Big Pigman, can you divulge a bit more information? Because I don't even remember this. I know Mountain Dew, I know skateboarding, but the two together, I don't know if I could properly put them together in my mind. I also say vague stuff with people, even if I already revealed it earlier. Yeah, and I still do it with my girlfriend. Like, I do it with, like, you know, whenever I'm talking about friends with her, and I'm just like, you know, one of my friends, and they're just like, dude, she's like, dude, I've met your friends. Why are you just saying one of your friends? You could just say their names. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't know why I do that. Maybe it was something like that. Oh, okay. Keep it vague so you don't accidentally dox yourself. That is true. That is true. I'm pretty good in that regard, and, you know, not doxing myself and giving out too much information. But I mean, I guess the reason why I'm so good at that is because of what I do like in my actual life, where I just don't say anything. But I'm trying to get better at that, humanoid. You know, I just want to be a bit more open with that stuff, at least with the people that I'm close with in my life, and with you guys as well, because I literally avoided the word friend. For what reason? What reason in particular? It's just something in my brain. My brain has been a little fucked up these past few months. You know, we're not gonna go into that talk, okay? But you know, it's just how it is. It was around the Jack Bros binge time. Oh shoot, Big Pig. Damn. Okay, if we're talking about Jack Bros, then yeah, we're talking about something really, really old. Yeah, that was long ago. I'm curious now. I'm curious about when was the last time I had a Jack Bros stream. I don't think I did any Jack Bros videos, did I? Jack Bros. Yeah, 2022, I think, was the last time I did anything Jack Bros related. October 31st. I think I dressed up as... Did I dress up as Ryuji, or did I dress up as the Persona 5 protagonist for that stream? Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'll look into it later. I had a different user. Oh, okay, fair. Yeah, that is, we're digging deep into the wolf lore with that one. Like 3 years. No, we're gonna be reaching 4 years very, very soon. Golly, you know, yesterday I was talking with my girlfriend. I was just like, oh yeah, 4th of July is gonna be in 2 weeks, right? And she just said yeah, and then I ended up like thinking about it for a little bit, because I was looking at my calendar and planning stuff, and you know, all that information from when I was planning stuff came back to me that moment. I was like, wait a second, no, it's not 2 weeks, it's next week. What? It's so weird hearing you call me by it. I mean, if it's weird, I could call you by something else, humanoid. I could call you like Jim or something. Would you prefer like I call you by your real name? I could give you like a nickname, like a pet name. I could give you like I could call you Child. I could call you Baby. Okay, maybe not that. That's a bit too weird. That might be weirder than calling you by your gamer tag. We'll just stick with humanoid. But man, thinking about Jack Bros, I kind of want to play it now. I know that like it had more like of a resurgence recently because of, you know, the Virtual Boy being on Switch and stuff, and seeing that and being like, holy shit, Jack Bros is getting like a re-release. What? I think that's the only time it's ever got a re-release too. So like, I think that's what makes it even more hype. Not even Atlus wants to re-release Jack Bros. But of course, it's Atlus. They make the worst possible decisions ever. Speaking of Atlus, maybe we could talk about that Persona 4 Revival, quote-unquote, stream. Can you give me a nickname? I guess I could. How about imbecile? No, I can't. I'm not really good when it comes to giving nicknames. I really am not. I tend to not be the one to give nicknames. I tend to be the one on the receiving end to get nicknames. I won't divulge any of them because I will say one of the nicknames that I received when I was in high school, I'm pretty sure I've talked about it before. One of the nicknames I got when I was in high school was, it was a Saucy Pants McGee. And I feel like I've talked about this before. It's one of the strangest nicknames of all time. But also at the same time, I feel like it's very, very fitting. Like, I can't say why. I can't tell. I can't put it into words why it's fitting, but I just know that it is. I hear it, and then it hits my ear just right. And when it does, I'm just like, yeah. You know what? Yeah. I am Saucy Pants McGee. Sorry, just drinking a big swig of water. Oh, dude. So, you know, everyone knows, or at least for the people that were there, but I stopped drinking, like, soda, mostly. You know, I drink it every now and then. Like, yesterday I drank it. I drink the diet, though. The diet sodas. Because I went to Costco and got some lunch. But, like, a few days ago, because, you know, I get my water from those Brita pitchers, those Brita filters with the pitchers and stuff. And, you know, just one day I went over there and got some water for myself. I poured it into my bottle. And then, you know, just curiosity struck me. And I was like, I should look inside of the pitcher and make sure everything's okay. And now that I'm leading up to it, you're definitely gonna probably be able to piece together what happened. But I looked into the pitcher and I saw, like, in some of the, like, really, really deep, like, corners at the bottom of the pitcher, there was some green. There was some green waiting for me to get cleaned up. So, for Lord knows how long, I was probably drinking, like, freaking, like, rotted water. Moss. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, like, algae, but I don't know if it is. Drinking I'm drinking up straight fucking green, dude. You know, my mom told me back then when I was a kid that I should eat my greens, but here I am drinking them. So yeah, I was just drinking straight up moss for Lord knows how long, and the moment that I saw that, I had the whole pit, like, the pitcher was full of, like, water. I dumped that shit, like, immediately, and I went crazy hard on cleaning that pitcher. It didn't make me feel gross or anything. Honestly, this is not the first time that it's happened, which is very embarrassing to reveal, but yeah, I didn't feel gross about it. I wasn't like, oh my god, and I don't know is drinking moss bad? Clip that. That's probably that's probably one of the most defining questions that I've ever asked in my life. That probably would describe me perfectly. Probably, dude. Yeah, most likely. No wonder I feel like my body's just shutting down right now. You know, this whole stream that I've been going, I've just been running on fumes, and I think that's probably why. But anyways, joking aside, I cleaned it up. I, you know, just scrubbed it as much as I could. I even, like, used the really rough part of, like, the sponge, you know, because I got, like, the sponges with, like, double sides. So I was just like, and now it's nice and clean, and no moss or algae or whatever green stuff was in there. It's all gone. But we don't know for how long. Who knows when the moss will return? Perhaps they may even return very soon. You know, Avengers Doomsday is coming up. Who knows? It could probably show up in there. Mossy Brita filter will reappear in Avengers Doomsday. But anyways, we totally got off the topic. I wanted to talk about Persona 4 Revival, that stream, because that came and went, and you know, leading up to it, I kind of assumed exactly what it was going to be, and when I watched it, I was not surprised at all. It literally was exactly what I thought it was going to be. They're just revealing more of the stuff. And, you know, even though I knew what it was going to be, I still thought it was really cool, you know, being able to see more of that because, you know, I had a lot of concerns. I didn't see it. I know you didn't see it. That's why I'm here, to talk about it. Someone had to see it, and that person was me. But, yeah, I was kind of happy to be able to see some because, like, you know, while I thought it was really cool when they re-revealed it over at the Xbox showcase, I still had my concessions. I was like, I don't know, like the music was cool, but then they showed off that Your Affection, like, remake. And I talked about that in the previous stream, actually. But I just felt that, like, the tone, the vibes they were going with that song just didn't feel right. Because, like, that song plays when it's like, you know, it's after school, you're walking around town, it's like sunny and stuff. It's very colorful, it's very vibey. But the Your Affection remix just felt dark. It felt like something that should have been playing. Someone said it in the last stream in the chat. They said it was like it should fit perfectly in like a club or something. And I was like, I couldn't agree more. But we got to hear a lot more of the remixes, the remakes of the soundtrack. And not gonna lie, I think I'm back on board. You know, I like the original song we heard. The Your Affection remix was a little bit of a low point, but now I'm convinced. I think, you know, Ryota Kozuka, God, I have to remember his name. You know, the only person I've remembered so far is freaking Shoji Meguro. And I guess valid because he's the guy that does like the personas, but Ryota person does the SMT soundtracks now. So like, I like that series too. Why do I not have his name just engraved in my freaking like gray matter or whatever? But it was cool. We got to see a lot more. It's so weird that they're not really showing off all the characters. Like, you know, we got to see like, you know, Yosuke, Chie, Yukiko, all that. And, you know, all the other characters like, you know, Naoto, Kanji, they're kind of just like swept like to the side. Like they're not really important, which, you know, I guess is kind of valid. Maybe they're trying to keep all that stuff a little hush hush on the down low. Which I guess it does make sense, but still it just feels really weird. It feels very strange. It's like we all know these characters. Most of the people that like are excited for this are fans already of Persona 4 or have some sort of knowledge of Persona 4 in some way, shape, or form. But that was a little strange. We got to learn more about like the mechanics. We got to see some more of the UI. The UI looks great, dude. It looks super duper good. And we got to see a lot more of it. Like we got to see some of the outside of battle UI. Like we got to see the menus and stuff. Those look great. We got to see, I know when that part in the original re-reveal trailer where Yu blocks the shadow in the dungeon and gets the player advantage, I originally thought that was a parry, and I was kind of hoping that would be a parry, but you know, in the re-reveal trailer, it didn't really look like it, but I was like hoping to God that it probably was. Like maybe he just got like a really bad parry timing or whatever. And I was kind of hoping that it was a parry because I feel like, you know, that could probably liven up the like the dungeon crawling experience a little bit, where, you know, you have to actively like, you know, parry so that way you could get the player advantage and not just have it given to you. It would add a little bit of challenge and just make things just feel a little bit more lively. Probably make things feel more kind of like Metaphor or whatever. But no, it's just a block mechanic, which I guess is fine. You know, I know that the shadows in Persona 4, you know, the dungeons are a bit more, they're a bit more aggressive. They definitely go after you more compared to how they were in Persona 3. But yeah, it's fine. I mean, as long as like the actual like battle gameplay is good, I'll be okay with it. But overall, it was a really, really good stream, quote unquote. I'm struggling to call it a stream because it really isn't that. It's kind of like it felt like a Nintendo Direct with like, you know, the narrator and stuff, and they're just like, check this shit out or whatever. And I'm like, all right, cool, thank you. but yeah, it was nice, and looking forward to seeing a bit more. I don't want to see too much. It's kind of crazy that we got the trailer and then we got that like 2 weeks later, but you know, I would like to see like maybe a couple more trailers. I hope they don't do another like Persona 4 Direct like that. You know, if we could get another trailer, maybe a character trailer, and then like, you know, leading up to it, we could get like a final trailer, or we could get like a Social Link trailer, or the stuff like that. That would be cool. That'd be great. But I don't really know how much more that we could like milk out from the game before it just gets overly redundant. Because even then, it felt like what we were getting with that like stream was, I don't know, a bit too much. Maybe it was for like new people, but yeah. A Persona fan like me, I've seen all this time and time again. Hey, Emersona, welcome to the stream. We were talking about the Persona 4 Revival stream that came out like 2 weeks ago or something. Hey, Hatsupi Miku. Damn, I have not seen you in so freaking long. Good to see you. Good to see you. I know, you're awake. You're actually awake. I'm awake too. This is a very rare occurrence. Everyone, if anyone here likes VTubers, if they like artists, and if they like viewing things on Twitch, then I know someone that could hit all three of those checkboxes, and that person is Hatsupi Miku. She is a VTuber who is also an artist, and they also stream on Twitch. So if that sounds like it's up your alley, I highly recommend you go check her out. You know, same name over there on Twitch. Thank you so much for stopping in, Hatsupi. It's been super duper long. But yeah, I just got done talking about the Persona 4 Revival stream that we had like a couple weeks ago or something. Views on GTA 6. Vaishnavig. I don't know. I saw a little bit of it. I just know that they like opened up pre-orders recently, and the price is pretty much kind of what I was expecting it to be. I know I joked about it potentially being like $100 or something, 100 or 500 or whatever, but it's pretty much exactly like what I thought it would be, $80. Like if we had Mario Kart World being $80, I felt like, you know, natural progression would be the next game to come out that would be $80 would likely be GTA 6. GTA 6 is finally happening. I know that, like, you know, that is a question that we have to ask ourselves. Is it still a thing? Is it happening? I honestly was kind of expecting them to like delay it again, but you know, I was wrong. I was super duper wrong. But yeah, outside of GTA 6, like getting the price as well as like the pre-order bonuses being announced, that was really weird. Like, I was looking into it, and they have like a pre-order bonus, they have like an ultimate edition, and from the way that they worded it, it seems like some stores and clothes and like items are gonna be locked out unless you have the ultimate edition, which is just, I don't know, that's just strange. It's very odd. It doesn't feel like it would fit right in like a GTA game. It feels like it would fit like better in, say, like a mobile game or whatever, but I guess that's just the way that the world goes now. I remember Hatsupi Miku. Cool, she's still here. I know, right? Everyone's coming back. Everyone's all returning. This is the Avengers Doomsday of like live streams right here. Wolf397 live streams. Reality check. I know, honestly, we've all been living in this alternate reality that GTA 6 would just never come out and it would continue getting delayed, and that it would just be this enigma, like this floating cloud in the background that we see on occasion, we catch a glimpse of, and we're just like, yeah, there it is. Will I ever be able to, like, you know, like whip my hand through it and feel it? No, but there it is. It's out there. In India, it's a crazy price for one to get. I would not even be surprised. I'm sure outside of everywhere, like outside of America, no matter where you go, GTA 6, as well as just video games in general, are just like super duper expensive. You know, I know shit's getting expensive in America, but thankfully games are That sounds so fucking stupid. Here I am talking about games not being that expensive, and then meanwhile, fucking what? I saw this recently. I saw this like earlier in the day. The fucking Xbox Series X, didn't it go up by like $150? So now it's like $750, which is fucking wild to me to think that. God, I sold that shit for $420.69 last year. Oh, fucking GameStop. Fucking GameStop. And like last year they had their price bump like as well. They had a price bump and I was like, "Oh, okay, I see now why they were like, you know, they were doing this trade-in deal." But then they do it again. Why do they keep raising the prices? Honestly, the more that time goes on, that stupid video that I made about like don't waste $80 or whatever, that's starting to seem a lot more like a better thing to follow. Because honestly, like all the retro shit that I've bought in recent memory, it does not even touch like anywhere close to 750. It doesn't even touch like 500. Like all the games that I've got, like, you know, for my Famicom, the Super Famicom, all that feels almost like drops in the bucket compared to modern gaming. Yeah, damn, that video is starting to become more and more like our reality now. Bots are gonna buy that ultimate version, absolutely, but I mean, it's a digital only game, right? So, because yeah, that's also a big thing too. GTA 6 does not have a physical release at all. Like, it has a physical release, but it doesn't have a disc. So you could buy the box, but you're just gonna get like a code, and that's it. And yeah, I actually learned about that, funnily enough, because people were going back to that one video that I did, the physical PC games are silly or whatever video. And they're like leaving comments and they're just like, came back to this video because of the recent announcement about GTA 6 having no physical release or something. And I was like, what? Nuh-uh, that ain't shit. You're lying to me. And then I looked at it and I was like, oh my God. Did I make physical releases look silly, too silly? And now they're doing this? Joking aside, that's not what happened. But yeah, lame. For PC games, I understand, but for... Come on, you can't do that. You have to have a disc for GTA 6. It just doesn't feel right having it be digital only. Like, you know, GTA is like one of those releases that I feel has to have like everything physical. It just feels right. You know, whatever happened to tradition? Because, you know, you have the game, you have the box, you have the disc, you have the map. You have the map of, like, you know, the whole, like, game world and stuff. Like, all that. That is all, like, synonymous with, like, the GTA experience. That's what I remember. That's what I remembered for, like, even the freaking, like, silly, like, PC version of GTA 5. That's what it was like on PC, but now we're not getting that. I don't even know if we're gonna get a map. I hope we get a map. If we don't get a map, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I probably might end up just, like, you know, just... just giving up. That's a bit over dramatic, but still. Steam Machine was planned on being $750, but it's selling for, oh yeah, it's like, isn't like the highest like spec release of the Steam Machine like 1,450 or something? It's like, it starts at 1,050, and yeah, it's pretty expensive, and not a God, I feel so sad saying that I'm not surprised. Like, this should be a surprise, but the fact that without the controller, oh shoot, I thought it was with. Fuck me. Oh God. So that means that with the controller, then it's like 1,130 or something, or 1,100. Because I know that the controller is like 90 or something. So yeah. 80 for base, 100 for deluxe with exclusive content, and it's solo play on launch. I was never planning on getting GTA 6 anyway, but this makes me not want to get it even more. Yeah, you know, as much of a GTA whore I was, And as cool as GTA 6 looks, it's a beautiful looking game, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of fun in it, but this is like one of the very few GTA games that I probably won't really miss out, like not being there day one. When GTA 5 came out, I wasn't there day one, but oh man, I was I was fuming that I could not, because, you know, it was like I was out of high school and I didn't have any money, so I couldn't afford GTA 5 on its release. It wasn't until like a year later, or like half a year down the line, when I was like doing some odd jobs and stuff and got enough money, that was when I was able to buy it. But like, you know, I wanted to be there for day one, but for 6, I don't really feel that anymore. And I don't know what the cause is. I don't know if it's just like, you know, the price of everything, just the state of the world, just, you know, all the games that I have, like gaming fatigue, just, you know, hearing about like all the horrible things that are going on with Rockstar in regards to like crunch and all that. I just don't feel excited for it anymore, and it sucks because it does look like it'll be a fun game, but yeah, AI too. I'm pretty sure there's definitely going to be some AI, some sort of like use of AI in GTA 6. I don't know how, and I'm not really looking forward to it. So glad I bought a 4 terabyte card for my PS5 before the 4 terabytes. Dude, I just want to look up to see how much that would cost, just for the fun of it. 4 terabyte NVMe. Wow. Okay. Whoa. So the first one that I saw is a Samsung. It's the 990 Pro. It's $909. Wow. And you know, the funny thing is, I really wanted to get some memory and stuff because of like the video stuff that I'm doing now. I wanted to get some like space, some hard drives and stuff, but yeah. I even wanted to get an NVMe myself because, you know, I have a 2 terabyte, but I was like, dude, imagine if I could get like a 3 terabyte. And that was like a year ago. And yeah, just big enough for COD and one other game. No, not COD and one other game. It's COD as well as the numerous updates that you're gonna have to install just to play COD. I think it's FOMO not mattering anymore. True low rank idiot, by the way, welcome. I think that's something that is missing too. I don't feel FOMO that much anymore. And I do think that, you know, everything that's going on right now is probably adding into all that. Like, you know, my mind's just focused on other things and stuff. Like I can't be that concerned about playing GTA 6 on launch, if ever at all. I say that like I'm never gonna play GTA 6. I'll probably do so eventually, but yeah, I definitely not anytime soon. Saw a post which has to be fake that some guy bought 500 copies of GTA 6, $54,000 total, including what is bro doing? Doesn't he know that bro be doing the worst side hustle possible? Dude, GTA 6 doesn't have any discs anymore. People are going to be so jaded from the fact that there's no disc, they might just end up going for like a digital copy. And then he'll be sitting on his $54,000 worth of GTA 6 copies and be like, why isn't anyone buying my stock? Shit was around 200 when I got it, I think. 200? Dude, I remember when I bought my NVMe, it was around, I think, 250. It was a 2 terabyte, and, you know, I was looking at the specs like a few months back, and apparently it's really not that fast. It's a Samsung, kind of like the one that I was looking at that's like $909, but it's like one of the lesser models. So 2 terabytes was like 250, maybe 300 back then when I bought it in like 2021 or 2020. But yeah, it's like, it was so cool seeing like memory just like plummet like year after year. It was such a nice thing, and now it's like the opposite, as well as for everything else. And you know, it is kind of cathartic talking about all this and talking about like the state of like pricing for games and memory and just technology in general, but it's also really depressing. And like I said, it is cathartic, but I don't want to get the mood too down. Buying broken PS3 for $10-20 just to harvest the hard drive storage. Bruh. Not PS3s, man. You gotta go for, what is it? You gotta get the DirecTV like boxes. I heard that you can harvest some pretty good hard drives that are large in size that way. I haven't done so myself, but I remember seeing like videos and all that about people doing so, and it actually had me wondering, because I saw quite a few of those like on my trips to like Goodwill and all that. I'm like, maybe I should buy one and see if they got like anything cool in there. Glad I mainly buy small games. I recently got a lot of RE games from that sale around the SGF stuff. Ooh, you got a lot of good games, because RE games are like infinitely replayable. I love RE games. Resident Evil has to be like one of my favorite franchises ever. I just love going back to like Resident Evil 7. I know, talking about Resident Evil 7 already, when we got other cool games like 2, 3, 4. That's it. I'm just kidding. 500 copies, someone please help me budget. My family's dying. I'm same too. I'm dying. I don't even have a family and I'm suffering. I can't imagine doing this with like a child and like a wife and maybe another child. I don't know. Bro, Right. He didn't see the fine print. He didn't see that physical games, the physical version of GTA 6. It's just, he's gonna open it up and he's gonna just see like a little paper in there. He's be like, no! He falls to his knees, just screams out to God. He's like, why have you forsaken me? Why did you make the fine print so fine? Hey, Zero Chance. Hey, sorry for getting to your comment so late. What's up, man? How are you doing? It's insane. Your mic is so clean that I thought it was pre-recorded. No, Travis V. We are not doing no pre-recorded audio here. Never. This is all freshly squeezed from the. I shouldn't go any further. But yeah, nothing pre-recorded here. This is all live. Welcome. I'll even say your full name, Travis V _06. 06. Are you related to the worst Sonic game of all time, by the way? Just kidding. I'm almost done with RE1, I think, right now. Oh, God. I definitely have to get around to beating RE1 Remake. I've beaten, the original Resident Evil 1 so many times. Like, over the course of, 2 years already. Like, I know when I was doing the TikTok streams, I beat that game, 3 times. And then I, got the Good Old Games release on PC. And then I beat that, well, I told you guys about how I beat that, just randomly on accident. And then I think I beat it again, just for funsies. Or I don't think I beat it again, but I think I got pretty far in. Just seeing how far I could get, in just a single, playthrough. Before, having to save. From his post, I sold/withdrew money from another investment to an investment. He should have... He's investing in the wrong stuff. I'm so scared with it, bro. I hate dogs. But that's the best part, because you get to face your fears. You get to face the scary dogs and shoot them. And then when you shoot them, you feel good, because it's like you conquered... It's like the difficulty says. You're climbing a mountain. It's difficult, but when you do it, you feel satisfied. Wow, what a mansion! Ah, God. Inject that fucking voiceover into my veins. I wanted to platinum Sonic 06, but it was released before the PlayStation had trophies. Wait, did Sonic 06 end up getting trophies? But I know that feel, though. I do know that feel. It's so lame when I, because I remember when I was, in my Rock Band phase, many years back, I remember buying, all of the Rock Band games pre-owned from, some random, pawn shop, downtown in the city that I was living in still. And I had a PS3 because, my Xbox broke many years before that. And but before my Xbox broke, I was playing Rock Band on that console all day, every day. So I was used to all the Rock Band games having achievements and stuff. And then I got all the games and I popped in Rock Band 1 because it's the one that I really played the least. And I was playing through it, and I was like, what the fuck? I'm not getting any, like, trophies or anything. And I look, and I see that there's no freaking trophy support for Rock Band 1. So I, like, went through all that. I think I even got, like, an FC just randomly. And nothing. I got nothing. Needless to say, I was really disappointed. I ended up going back to that pawn shop and throwing that copy right up in their face and saying, why didn't you tell me? And then I got banned from that point forward. Just kidding, that never happened. I would never treat them like that. They would treat me like that, though. They are a pawn shop afterward. It's so not worth killing them unless you actually need it, Lamau. But yeah, why would I ever face my fears, Wolf? I'm afraid of them. Cry emoki. Cry emoki. Cry emoki. Cry. It almost says, or it almost looks like it says cry emo kid, but you missed like the D. It sounds like an insult. Cry emo kid, cry. Why don't you go over there and cry? Okay, I think I'm gonna leave early. All right, no biggie, no worries, dumb user. I understand. It is pretty late. It's like 9:26, so yeah, I know that it's bedtime for some old people like you, so I understand if you have to leave. I get it. I'll see you later, I guess. Bye. 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 I'll tuck you in later. Absolutely love the rock. Hey, thank you, Travis. I'm glad that you liked it. I liked it too. You know, it was a lot of fun to work on. I was very fulfilled making that. It didn't make as big of a splash as I was expecting, but that's okay because I was still really, really fulfilled making it. And it was a really good editing exercise, scripting exercise, everything exercise. You know, my creativity muscles are just like bulging out, just ripping from my freaking skin of my brain, my brain skin. You know, I was thinking about muscles in my arms and legs and all that, but I was trying to, I don't think that's where creative muscles are bulging from. I'm old. Don't worry, so am I. We could be old together. Save some room for me in the bed. The real irony of this timeline is that we got GTA 6 before I finished the Warcraft playthrough. I know, so now you have no choice but to beat Warcraft and then right after start GTA 6. I don't make the rules, Zero Trance, but that's just, did you happen to not read the fine print as well? I know it was really, really fine for the person who got all those copies of GTA 6, but I hope that you had the foresight to get some reading glasses before taking a look at that. So I'm expecting a full 100% playthrough of GTA 6 to drop the moment that the game comes out. The very moment, maybe even before. I know that you probably got like you got some perms and stuff from Rockstar. I was thinking about Rock Band. Only a few PlayStation games released before 2008 got trophy support, like Fallout 3 got trophy support. Cool. I know about Metal Gear Solid 4. I remember that being like a big news story. I think Kotaku actually like reported on that, and they're like, guys, Metal Gear Solid 4 has trophies now. And I was like, oh my god. I don't know if I think at the time I didn't play Metal Gear Solid 4 yet. I think it wasn't until like I was out of high school that I actually decided to like fully play MGS4. I think, or I might be getting that confused with one of the games in the Metal Gear Solid collection, the HD collection. Because I remember when I did my playthrough, there was actually trophies, and I remember thinking that was like super cool because I was like, yeah, that's right. There was no trophies until like, they decided to do an update or whatever. That print's so fine. Hey, man, dude, man, that print's so fine, bruv. Damn, look at how thin those lines are, bruv. You got that hourglass line. That's so lame. My uncle works for Rock Band and told me that Persona 6 will have Kemi Nakajima in it, and he'll fight Nyarlathotep. No way. They're finally going back to Digital Devil Story, Megami Tensei. I knew it. I knew it was finally going to wrap right around. With the whole like Persona 6 teaser being all scary, spooky, I thought that they might end up going back to that whole like horror vibe that they had going with the Digital Devil Story. Hey, we might even have Yumiko in there too. The possibilities are endless. Maybe even Loki, maybe even that weird like bubblegum that shoots out of like the screens and stuff. Does anyone remember that? Did anyone ever watch the Digital Devil Story OVA. That shit was wacky. Zero Trance and me actually watched that together just randomly one time. You know, I'm dragging you into this. But yeah, we watched it just randomly, just one fateful day in like 2014 or whatever. We're just like, he was just like, hey, you want to watch the OVA? And I was like, yeah, why not? And man, is it a fun time. It's not a good time, but it was a fun time to be had. I don't think, yeah, it has nothing to do with the games. I'm pretty sure it has more to do with the books than anything, but yeah, if you're curious about if you need to watch the OVA or read the books or anything before playing Digital Devil Story 1, you don't. You don't have to. In fact, just don't play those games. Just go straight to like Jack Bros. That's all you need. That's all we need from like Megami Tensei at all. It's finally raining. What? No more heat, dude. What the fuck? Where do you live? I want you to dox yourself right now so that way I can know. Where do you live? On the real though, apparently it's supposed to be pretty cool this upcoming weekend. Yeah, Saturday, Sunday. We're in the mid to low 80s. Thank freaking God. Bet Washington. Hey, man, you don't have to actually dox yourself. I know Washington's a huge state, but now I feel bad. Now, if someone swats you, then, you know, the person that's going to be blamed will most likely be me. And I wouldn't even fight back. I'd just be like, I deserve it. Lock me up. Throw me in the slammer and throw away the key. I don't deserve another breath of freedom ever again. That OVA made me the man I am today. It made me the man I am today as well. Traumatized. A traumatized man. No, it really isn't that bad. It's like I said, it was a, you know, it was a fun watch, but not a good watch. Anyways, we are about reaching an hour, so I'm probably gonna end the stream very soon. So if there's anything that you need to get in to the mailbox before the post office closed down tonight, if there's any questions, comments, concerns, if you want my input on anything else that's come out on the news gaming wise over the past like 2 weeks or whatever. I'm pretty sure I missed a few like news stories that I may have seen, but just end up like slipping past my my mind during the stream. Yeah, earlier I was just like working on that video that I put out. Oh man, I'm kind of glad like it's out, but also like, you know, I feel like I might have rushed it a bit too much. I had to put it out because Prime Day and stuff, and they're just like, there's a sale going on. I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta do it. Glad I could join. Working on any videos currently or not? Actually, yeah, I'm actually currently working on another sponsored video. I won't say what it is, but it's definitely going to be an interesting one, and it's something that I kind of had to like get a bit of like convincing for. I wasn't too sure about it, but you know, I was talking with like some friends of mine who they dealt with the sponsor, and I was just like, yeah, I got the sponsorship like potential, and I was like, I don't know if I should do it. And they're like, dude, I did it. It was pretty cool. And you want to know the crazy thing? I actually, you know, I used their services like before they gave me the sponsor. And I was like, oh shit, really? And then, because I was at a party when this was happening. And then like another one of my friends piped in. And they're just like, yeah, I used their services a lot before. And like, I don't even, like, you know, I don't even make stuff. And I was like, oh shoot, okay. Because it's a very interesting opportunity, and I ended up like, you know, taking it because, you know, I had the opportunity, and opportunities don't come by too often. Although I will say that, you know, there was like 4 people in my inbox trying to ask me if I wanted to do this. But yeah, I'm currently working on that right now. I actually need to work on the script for that, and I feel like it might be a very fun video. You know, I'm excited for it. I hope that, you know, I know I'm being very, very vague with it, but just know that I feel like compared to like, you know, other things, I think it might fit a lot better with my usual video fair. That's all that I will say, though. Give it like maybe 2 weeks or so, then maybe it might end up coming out. But I do have thank you for reminding me about video stuff. So I actually finished up an unrelated video to that upcoming sponsored video. It's actually a video that I've been meaning to do for so long, and now it's freaking done. I wrote the script for it last year in July of 2025, so we're almost coming up on like a year since I finished that script. But it is a video about the PSP, the PlayStation Portable. It is not Chips 5. You know, funny about that, Zero Trance. I was talking with our friends. I was talking with our friends recently, and I was joking because it was something about like Dr. Pepper, but like I was in the group chat with them, and we were like, it's a TikTok group chat, and you know, we send videos and stuff occasionally. I'm usually the one sending videos. They never get watched, you know how it is. But one of my friends sent a video, one of our friends I should say, and I watched it. It was about like Dr. Pepper or something, and I think I made a joke about like about how there was no meteor that destroyed the dinosaurs or something. It was actually a giant can of Dr. Pepper that God bestowed upon the dinosaurs to show them the wonders of the soda. But unfortunately, the dinosaurs were just not well equipped to handle the 23 flavors, and that caused them to die out slowly. But I sent that message, and then one of my friends was just like, "Dude, that should be J.J. Abrams' Dr. Pepper." And I was like, "Oh fuck, that would be so sick. Too bad it'll never happen." Because you know, we're all busy. They're busy. You know, we all live like, you know, not as we don't live super duper far, but we definitely don't live close enough that we can make that happen easily. I wish it could happen. I honestly was drafting like a video for a sequel to J.J. Abrams' Funyuns. I know that, you know, we wanted to do like that feature length film, but you know, that's in the garbage. That's, you know, long in the past. But I remember wanting to do one, like, you know, a short video like that again, just for funsies. But it never ended up working out. I didn't finish the script. One of our friends ended up moving away. Yeah, people who say Dr. Pepper tastes like medicine is interesting. I want the medicine, right? I've never really understood that. Like I can kind of understand. Like, it's definitely not a very soda-y taste. It's got a very specific taste, but I don't think I'd say it tastes like medicine. But yeah, I definitely want whatever medicine that they're like taking. I want it, and I'll OD on it. I don't give a fuck. I'll do it. But yeah, so going back to the video, the PSP video, it's a retrospective that I've been wanting to do for so long. I've had a lot of good times with the PSP when I was younger. So it's just a video of me looking back, talking about all the cool things about it, talking about like the discs, talking about like the, you know, storage solutions that they had for the PSP, like the memory stick, talking about the games, all that fun stuff, like the multimedia capabilities of the console. It's so crazy. The PSP, it's insane, like what the PSP was able to do. It blows my mind looking back on that, and it blew my mind back then too. Like, it's like I pretty much stopped really like web browsing on my computer because I did most of it on my PSP. I like did nearly all of my web browsing outside of YouTube and like Newgrounds and stuff. Like, I did most of it all on my PSP, like Wikipedia, Kotaku, GameFAQs, all that fun stuff. That was all on there. As well as like watching videos, I would download videos and stuff. So it's just a video. It's like a 23-minute long. It's like one of the longer videos that I've done. It's definitely not reaching like Rock Band Iceberg part 2 or 3 or whatever, but it's pretty lengthy. And, you know, it just goes over everything, just like, you know, my memories of the PSP. So, you know, it's available for like members and stuff, tier 2 and up. So if you are curious at all and if you want to check it out, I personally think it's probably one of my favorite videos I've done so far. And I don't know why it's taking me so long to work on this. I was so hyped about it, but if you want to check it out, yeah, it is available for members right now. Tier 2 and up, like I said. But it will be coming out next week on Friday. So if you don't want to, like, get a membership or whatever, then it'll be out then. Man, I played so much Mega Man X on the PSP back in the day. Dude, I need to play... You know, I bought the Mega Man X collection, like, I think a few months ago. And I played a little bit of, like, X, Mega Man X. And I was like, damn, this is kind of fire. This holds up. And I know about the remake on PSP. I think I bought it, but I just never got around to playing it. And I heard it was pretty good. And I want to play it. I also want to play Powered Up. I remember renting that game back then when I was younger and enjoying it. It was hard for me because I was dumb. I was a dumb little kid, but I liked it. I thought the art style was cute. And I remember that you could make your own levels in that, right? Unless that's only in the Japanese version. But yeah, so much fucking good stuff on the PSP. Medicine has ruined cherry flavor for me. I want the Dr. Pepper medicine. I don't know when that chat happened. I'm just listening while I do some things on the side. I understand. I get you. Someone on Reddit said they watched Korn, but replaced the C with the P. Oh, just saying C and P in that order just... Whew. Those two letters together mean something entirely different now. I hear the Steam version of MX Collection had issues. Did it? I wouldn't know. Like I said, like I played a little bit of it, and I don't know if I reached like far enough into the game to really notice anything, but I thought it played fine. I thought it played okay. Big oof indeed. I mean, Low Rank Idiot wasn't meaning to. I mean, it's just those letters are, yeah, they're tainted forever. But I totally get what you're saying, dude. I'm gonna have to say I relate like heavily to that. The PSP made me the man I am today, along with the Digital Devil Story OVA. What's the music playing in the background? Kind of a vibe. Oh, the music is, hold on, let me bring it out right now. It is Kinshicho. It is Kinshicho from Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse. It is a SNES version made by YouTube user Railgun. Fuck, shoot, I should have, damn it. Hold on, give me a moment. Man, I am so bad when it comes to Railgun, SMT4, final. SNES. There it is. Oh wait, no, that's not it. I don't think. Oh no. Hold on. I'll find Railgun. Let's see. Where is the video? I need to credit. Okay, there we go. I found it. All right. There we go. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. That is where the background music comes from. It is a SNES remix of Kinshicho District from, Kinshicho Underground from Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse, also known as SMT4 Final in Japan. But yeah, it is fire. It is one of my favorite remixes for anything ever. That's why I use it for background music all the time, because it's so vibe, it's so chill, it's so bass, it's so epic. Why is it so hot in here, Mrs. Puff? Basically, that's how I felt trying to look for it on the spot, too. Yeah, I'm a really bad person when it comes to crediting people. But anyways, we definitely have went far past when the stream was supposed to end, so I'm going to end it here. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me, talking with me, and making sure I don't feel lonely. It was a lot of fun, and I'm sorry that I don't stream that often. I really need to, I really need to fix that. I was about to say I should do so a lot more. I will do so a lot more, but yeah, I cannot make those big, lofty promises because I know I'm not going to be able to keep them. 1020 Shaft, you just joined. I know, and I'm just saying bye right now, but thank you so much for stopping in, 1020 Shaft. You're epic. Even if you couldn't spend all your time and show me how epic you are. I know you are epic. As well as everyone else. Zero Trance, Emersona, Travis V, Lower Rank Idiot, Hatsupi Miku. Everyone is epic and base, and I hope you have a great rest of your Thursday evening. Or Friday morning. Or Friday afternoon. Or whatever time it is in your neck of the woods. I haven't said that in a while, but anyways, later everyone. Bye. Hopefully catch you next time. Hope so too. I wonder when next time will be. I don't even. It's literally just it's up in the air. It'll be a surprise for both you and I when I start streaming. But yeah. All right. Later. You guys are cool. I'm